Well, Jerry, is that the perfect team performance, we must say?
Yeah, pretty much. We came here, we knew what we were going to come up against. We turned up quite early, actually, myself and Jim. Saw the pitch was leafy and a bit bobbly, so we went a little bit longer, and not longer all the time. What I'm saying is we went and played in their half a little bit earlier, but actually when it came back out and we recycled it, I thought we played some really good stuff. We looked strong. We looked a men's team today, and probably the criticism of us of recent would be that we got quite a few lone players, people have been saying, and they're quite young and naive, and they're all learning their trade and trying to develop in the game, which is part of our job. We want to develop players as well. But today that's a men's performance that they've stood up to a physical challenge, and not only done that, they've played with real vigour, real enthusiasm, real energy. Good local derby, good crowd in there. Nice to see all our fans here, and hopefully we've given them something back there. But for me, the most pleasing thing of all of it is that we've kept a clean sheet again. That's us unbeaten now in November and December in the league. I know we're all disappointed to go out of the cup, but this may be the best thing that happened to us. Let's have a little look, see where we are in the league now. We've got 2 really good games against Western to come, but today that's a springboard for us. We've had a bit of bad luck. You know, Watto did his calf yesterday going for a run and a light jog. We lost the 2 Bristol Rovers lads, obviously being called back. But the players that have gone in there today, and we picked a team that we thought would go and put in a good performance, were terrific.
Yeah, you were enforced into a few changes as well, really, weren't you? And you also decided to start with Opie Edwards and Jack Compton opposite wings to their preferred foot. What was the reasoning behind that?
A little bit. We of recent weeks we've left our strikers isolated a little bit, so by having inverted wingers it means they're going to come in off the shape and naturally go into the 9 and support. We thought they'd find pockets of space off the side as well, and it worked terrifically. I've got to say their attitude and their work rate for 2 wide players was really good today. Even at the end, Opie Edwards putting in big tackles down the bottom here was terrific. A lone player that's really bought into the football club. And of course, Tom Smith. I mean, that's 5 goals he's now scored for us, and he could have had a hat-trick today, and I've got to be honest, we could have scored 6 or 7 today, and I thought it was a thoroughly professional, exciting performance from the team.
Must owe David Flitcroft a magnum of champagne, I suppose, for letting Tom Smith come back to the club.
Well, listen, Tom's gone back there before, hasn't he? He's gone back, and for whatever reason, he's not involved at Swindon, and that's fine. But we feel like we're getting the best from him. We feel like he's really bought into our football club. We feel like we're playing the type of football that suits his game as well. He was a bit more advanced today, and with his third man runs and his energy, he gets in positions where he can go and score a lot of goals, and we've seen it today. He should have scored another one actually when he won by 1v1. His first goal, the energy and the enthusiasm and the willingness to get in the box and score with a calm finish was terrific. But I don't want to single out one player. I thought from every man, the subs we put on, the staff today, we turned up early purposely to turn up and say, right, okay, this is us today. And everyone, it's been a big team effort. The fans were brilliant, they're terrific. I love that. East Thurrock, it was brilliant. Let's try and get that at Weston-super-Mare at home as well, because it really helps us. Of course, they need something back from us, but I'll repeat, we're unbeaten in November and December in the league. So, hey, listen, if we were getting some negative bits in and around the press for being unbeaten in November and December, well, so be it. We'll use it as a weapon to go forward. We use it as a trigger for us to say, come on then, let's keep going. And I'm not saying we've got it cracked by no means, but that's a massive performance today from us.
You closed the gap on the playoffs and even the top after a couple of results. I mean, obviously your aspirations where you go higher up the table. Have you even ruled out the league title? Only 6 points behind halfway through the season.
Mark, if I'm being honest, I've not even thought about it. I've been very much around performance, and what you can't do is look after results. You can look after performance levels, and it's always about the process. If you talk about wins, then sometimes it goes against you, so you're constantly thinking about, we need to win this game. The lads sometimes take it as a pressure. If you talk about performance levels, and we can do something about performance levels, tactically we can do something about it as well, and the process of how to try and get a win, then we're starting to make some sense, I think, and that's what we've talked about with the group, and we'll end up where we'll end up. And that performance level today was top class, was real top. Whoever we would have played today with that energy, that enthusiasm, that ability to move the football at speed, would have tested any team in this division. Now what we need now is to turn up on Boxing Day with exactly the same mindset. We'll look at the team, we'll look at who's got knocks and bruises, might need to use the squad, which we've done of recent, but I'm trying to get it settled down a bit, because we have got a lot of loans, and it's important we try and get a stability around the group now.
What sort of game do you think Western will bring to you on Boxing Day and New Year's Day? Similar to Chippenham or different style?
No, totally different. Chippenham are good at what they do. I've got the utmost respect for Mark, and they do really well in this league, and I'm pleased to see them in this league. But Western-super-Mare brings something completely different. They're a footballing team. They tend to pass the ball. There'll be lots of rotations, lots of movements off the side. They've got goals in them, so it'll be a different challenge for us, but one we're now in full confidence, really looking forward to taking on, and 2 games which we feel like we can do really well in.
Cheers.
Expecting to have the 2 Rovers loanies back for Western?
Yeah, they're back. Yeah, it was always in the agreement. It wasn't done late, so when we made the agreement, we knew they were going to go back and play in that one, and that's why I've got a squad we've got to use them. So obviously now we've got some competition for places again. Unfortunately, I think Rhys Kavanagh got injured in the game. He went off early against Bristol City, so we'll have to look at him, see how he is. But yeah, it's a squad game here, and we're all buying into it, as I said. So we'll see what bodies we got for the Boxing Day game, and put out a team we feel like is going to go and be competitive and put in a good performance.
How's Anthony Straker doing? I saw he was out there doing some jogging earlier.
No, terrific. Strakes is he's gone through a course of treatments. He hasn't had to go under the knife. We've managed to get him some treatment which is specialised, and he's out running. He's not far away at all now. He just needs some games and some training under his belt. But no, I'd be pleased to have him back as well.